Good morning, I'm Clinton Griffiths. Besides watching prices, farmers are keeping a watchful eye on the weather as drought continues to expand across the country. Now, as we told you yesterday, the latest drought monitor shows 44% of the nation is in drought, with extreme drought expanding in the northern plains. Ag Day's Michelle Rook joins me. Michelle, many producers are hoping to see a lot of snow or rain over the next few months.
That's right, Clinton. With a flash drought at the end of the 2024 growing season, many farmers went into the winter with concerns about drought lingering into 2025. Meteorologists tell me right now they're not overly worried about drought for the new growing season, but a lot will depend on the transition out of La Nina, because that is the shift that could lead to a more favorable moisture pattern. Winter is the best time to have a drought, but the latest U.S. drought monitor does show so far most of the Corn Belt and Western Plains has seen little recharge to soil moisture tied to winter precipitation. Speaking at Ag Outlook, meteorologist Andrew Pritchard says that's because a weak La Nina is creating a cold, dry winter weather pattern.
Now, by and large, that's what the pattern continues to support as we go through the deeper part of the winter is going to be these storm systems coming out of the northwest to the southeast. When we get a system or a storm track like that, again, they're most efficient at bringing in cold air. They're not real efficient at producing heavy amounts of moisture.
The latest Climate Prediction Center forecast puts the odds of a weak La Nina event developing in December through February at 70%. With 61% odds, conditions will transition to ENSO neutral by March through May. Pritchard says that would bring a more active storm track.
And that kind of opens the playbook back up. So what we'll be looking for is at least a run here in the late spring and early winter of storm systems coming out of the southwest and lifting to the northeast. That's a big area of low pressure in the western U.S., ridging in the east. When we get storms that are lifting out of the southwest toward the Great Lakes, that's how we tap into the Gulf of Mexico, bring in these really, either heavy swath of snow or a really heavy dose of rain that lasts for a couple of days' time.
He says that will help ease dryness, but the ENSO neutral pattern doesn't rule out drought later in the season in 2025.
So right now, alarm bells not necessarily going off for drought, but I also don't have, rosy green pastures right now that say that it's going to be a perfect growing season either. It's a lot of speculation, just trying to look at the clues that we have right now.
Especially if the timing of that ENSO pattern shift drags out longer than predicted, like it did in 2024. I'm Michelle Rook reporting for Ag Day.